Hello, Isabel.
Hi, Young.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Okay, you look wonderful. Thank you for sparing your time and joining my YouTube channel for this interview. I would really like to appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Young. It's a privilege, especially after the other interviews I've seen.
All right, thank you. We're gonna start off with some icebreakers. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
All right. Anything that just comes into your mind, all right? Starting with number one. Creme brulee or macaron? Macaron.
Ooh, very French. For a quick snack, it would be a macaron, but crème brûlée would be a much better dessert for me.
Okay, all right. Do you have a specific flavor that you like for macaron?
Pistache?
Oh,
Pistachio.
pistache. Okay, great. Number two, prefer singing or dancing?
Ooh, that's a difficult one. I have to say singing, but I do love dancing too.
Okay. Can you just move your hands?
Sure.
Whoa, all right. I see that groove and moves. That's great. Number three, like time alone or you like time spending with lots of people?
Lots of people, without a
Lots.
doubt. Hmm.
Okay, lots of people without a doubt. All right. Number four, read a book or sleep on the weekends?
Sleep.
Sleep. I sort of thought that you would say this because we all love sleep. I don't know why, because kids don't sleep, but adults, yeah, they just love to sleep. Number five, do you like to do things alone or in groups and teams?
Both, but I'm for the teams.
You're for the teams. Okay, all right, for the teams. Number six, winter or summer?
Summer.
Summer.
Yeah.
Okay. Number seven, dressing up or casual?
Dressing up, I would do it every day if I could.
Wow. Okay, great. Number eight, get all things done which had been planned for the day or procrastinate a little.
Procrastinate a little. Sorry, Gaia.
Now, confess your guilt, please.
Uh, he has to get it on done straight away. I heard that in the interview.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah. He said even yesterday, right?
Yeah, sure. I admire that.
Me too, me too. Yeah, we should all learn
Mhm.
from Gaia. Yes. All right, number nine, chocolate mousse cake or vanilla cake?
Neither.
Neither. Oh,
Yeah,
neither.
probably neither.
You don't
No.
like cake?
I do, but I prefer fruit cake.
All right, you prefer fruit cake. Okay. Because Gaia said chocolate beats. I think Brad said that, right? Chocolate beats
Uh,
everything. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And also Eureka said, and without doubt, it was chocolate. But you
Mm-hmm.
fruit cake. Okay. All right, number 10, wine or coffee?
Mm, let's see. Is it wine time? I need coffee in the morning. I like coffee after lunch, but I love wine. So I would
You're,
miss both.
you're so French. Coffee in the morning, un café du matin, and du vin, right? In the
Yeah,
evening.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you for answering them. Now, would you please introduce yourself, your name, where you live, what you do, and anything else that would describe you?
Sure. Um, Well, I'm Isobel and I am Irish. And I've been living in France for about 22 years. So it's home to me now, although Ireland will also be home. So that's the privilege, I think, of moving to another country. We have two homes. And I'm a teacher. So I've worked in education for about 22 years too. And I love that. I really enjoy the just being with the students and transmission. I enjoy that. I also organize a classical music festival, which is really important for me. So I've been working on that for about 8 years now. And so I suppose, in a nutshell, my life revolves around language teaching and music and my family, of course. I have two girls. We have two girls, and we love traveling. Not at the moment, unfortunately, but we like to travel. We love meeting new people, spending time as friends, and cooking together, listening to music, going to concerts. That's really what we get up to most of the time. And yeah, so it's hard to put everything in a short space, but yeah, I would say that I feel like I'm a world citizen, probably more so in Europe, but I love to travel.
Amazing. Where was your favorite place so far?
That's a good question. With the YA program, I would say Mexico City was a really good experience. With my husband, we really enjoyed Costa Rica, and also lots of other places, Greece, Thailand. I would love to visit all the countries in the world. So I know it's not going to happen, but it's good to have a dream. And I have never been to Korea, not yet.
All right. So you're going to come to Korea next, and you're going to be my trip advisor from now on.
I think you have been to quite a few countries too.
All right. Thank you for sharing about yourself and your family and what you do. Isobel, how do you seek life's common ground?
That is a good question. It's a seed that was sown in 96, possibly before, but it was definitely cultivated in 96. First of all, by Papa Chang, when he selected me along with 50 other youth to represent their own country as a World Vision Youth Ambassador. And in 96, the program happened in Taiwan. So we trained for 6 to 7 weeks in Taiwan and then traveled in North America. I would say that it's the first time that I actually thought about life's common ground. I had traveled before that within Europe and enjoyed that already. I had friends from different countries and always enjoyed learning about that. But I think that the YA program was the beginning of a kind of a life goal, and that is really to seek life's common ground. And I think we can find it everywhere. That said, I'm not afraid of the differences that we have, because I think that in searching common ground, it also highlights the differences that we can have. But it's all about how we visualize that. The differences to me are something that makes us richer, and they're like a treasure, these differences. If we were just chatting, I would love to hear about, maybe what you ate today, or what you do with your kids on your downtime, and maybe we don't do the same things, but that's always so interesting to learn about life's common ground. I think that it was all based on encounters. It was like we got this this, just like this ticket. Actually, I brought my plane ticket. Can you believe I still have my plane ticket from 96? I have a box of treasures. And this was my ticket from Dublin via Amsterdam via Bangkok to Taipei. So I'm going to keep this forever. And
amazing, Isabel. So you went from Dublin to Amsterdam to Bangkok to Taipei. Quite a trip there. Wow.
Sure. And I think really that was just, it was like, it wasn't just a plane ticket. It was a ticket. It was an open door onto the world. And basically, even if I thought I was prepared for what I was going to learn and see and experience that summer, nothing prepared me for that. And I think that once the door was open, you cannot close that door again. It's just open. And so it's open to all the brothers and sisters that we made. I mean, it's like we created our own family. And as you know, you and I are proving now in this interview, it's not only the 50 kids that we got to know that summer, it's also the other people who were part of the program the year before, the year after, spontaneous reunions that we have had around the world when we're traveling, who's in whichever country, and we meet up. I've met other YAs from other years. And yeah, it's just this open door. And I think it's like we got this passport to be a world citizen, and there is no going back. And that was the greatest gift I think I have received in my life.
That is so touching. So open door, and we got a passport to be a world citizen.
Sure.
Wow.
But we have to use it wisely.
Exactly. Yes, we have to use it wisely. Right. You have made a good point about the open doors. Great job on your question. And moving on, then Isobel, what is your personal definition of LOVE, love?
Ooh. Well, hang on, I'll put my pen down.
Right. In Korean, we also do this. A little heart.
I've seen that. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like this.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. I need to ask my daughters. They quite like K-pop.
Right.
But I don't know anything about it. So love. Well, love is probably the reason we get up in the morning. It's probably the reason we rush to bed at night or not. I think love is it's just what makes the world a better place to be. And I think when I think about love, well, first of all, I think about the Nat King Cole song, which I really like. And then to me, it's everything. It's a mother's love, it's God's love, it's fraternal love, it's couples love. I love when we love one other person. It's friendship. And I think above all, it's an acceptance of who the other person is. I think we can also love people that we don't know if we accept them and who they are and their identity. So for me, I think probably the phrase I used the most when my children were very small was something that we got from the Barney series when they were really small, you know, the dinosaur. And it was really sharing is caring. And every time there was a little dispute or, you know, our eldest with her little friends and they were fighting over a toy or to go first on a game, it was always sharing is caring. And I think that, you know, when we share who we are, and when we share what we believe in, and also our passions, our interest, well, we're caring for the other person, and then that leads to love.
Okay, so accepting other person and sharing and caring. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great. That's great. But sometimes, a lot of people, they get sort of shy or they get embarrassed to share their own stories because they're sort of afraid that the other party won't accept them.
Hmm.
But do you still encourage other people to be genuine and truthful and to share their stories or passion?
I do, but I don't think that they have to. I think that probably more so with maybe, I'm thinking about Isaria, who's a dear friend from the program, my Thai friend, and other friends too from the program. I think about Rita um, from the Democratic Republic of Congo. And they're people that I remember as being reserved, but they had, but we had great times together and we still share together. But their smile is everything. I mean, sharing is a presence. It's time that you're willing to give to somebody else, and that's what love is about. It's not just talking, which I'm pretty good at. But I don't necessarily need the other person to be talking to, and I don't think that sharing is necessarily about talking. It's about time, presence, giving,
And eye
and
contact, smile.
sure. It's about
Yeah.
accepting and remembering. It's also just the little detail, somebody will remember something, think about somebody else on a difficult day, just send a little hi. Yeah, I think I think that even without being a chatty person, we can share and we can definitely love. But
Um,
maybe going back, maybe it's also about I think loving somebody else is going further about knowing who they are, and probably being curious helps that, but it's also good to inform ourselves about who the other person is. If we love somebody and they come from a different place, it's good to be able to take into account their beliefs, their habits, the things they like, even if it's different to ours. It's even better.
all right. Okay, Isabel, just thank you for being present. Your presence mean a lot, and just showing up here on this interview really means a lot to me. So I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Isabel.
Thank you, Young, so much.
All right. Number 5, and we're coming to our last question. If
Okay.
we were to have the WVYA World Vision Youth Ambassador Program again, how would you like to contribute?
I will be there. Definitely. And how can I contribute? I can contribute in different ways. I enjoy organizing, so I can help on the organization team. Um, I kind of used to bringing 30 students on foreign trips and things like that. Uh, so yeah, I enjoy having a plan and needing to fit into well, a timetable and a routine. So yeah, I can help with organizing, also with communication, networking, photo reporting. Yeah, sure, whatever is needed, really. But we just need to pool all our resources and get it going.
Absolutely, yes. And Isabel, did this communication skills or communication network and organizing events, did this come after the YA program, or are you just born with it naturally?
My mom would say I'm born with it.
So anything else you learned from the YA program that helped you in your daily lives up till now?
Yeah, so many things. Um, Listen to others, observe them, take time, and also cherish relationships that we can make and have across the globe. It's not because we're not together or we don't see each other that we can't have a relationship. So I think that the YA program was, I spoke about an open door. It really was that open door to just lifetime friendships and also common values. It's not because we have the same skin color, the same color eyes, even the same religion that we necessarily we always have things in common. It's not about what we look like, where we're from, it's about what's in here. So yeah, that's really important. And I think it's something that we have experienced and that hopefully we are all transmitting to our own children so that they can make their own discoveries and never close that door.
Wow. So even we have different backgrounds, different colors, everything common comes from here, right? And we all share a common ground in our hearts. That's a very powerful message. Okay, I hope you would keep on passing your love, your smile, and whatever you do. And before we leave, Isobel, what did you do this morning with your kids? And what did you have for breakfast and lunch?
Okay. Well, I just it's 2:30 p.m. here, so we had lunch about an hour ago. We had tagliatelle, fresh pasta with curried cauliflower. It was good. And yeah, my youngest daughter didn't have breakfast this morning because she's not really into breakfast. So if she doesn't have school, we let it slide. And I had toast with Marmite. So do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's an orange jam, like the orange peel
No.
jam.
Yeah,
Tangerine,
no.
tangerine jam. No?
No,
Marmalade.
it's not marmalade, Marmite.
Oh, Marmite. Is that from Australia?
Well, it's the English version. It's a bit different to the Australian one. But yeah, they eat a form of it in Australia, and it's very English. It's like a black paste that we put on toast, and it's salty. It's not sweet. So basically, you love it or you hate it.
Isobel, how do you spell Marmite?
Marmite.
Okay, I will try to find it and I will let you know if I like it or not.
Okay.
Do you have great things planned ahead for Saturday and Sunday?
I'm going to a concert this evening and church tomorrow, and yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay, so you are allowed to go out to church and concerts in France at the moment.
Yeah, we've just started a new curfew, so we have to be home at 9 p.m. and everything is masked, and yeah, it's everything is reduced, but we still have a certain amount of personal freedom. Yes.
All right. All right, Isobel, I loved having you on my channel this afternoon.
Thank you, Young. It's been a privilege to talk to you, and thank you for doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much. Hope to see you again. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Young. Bye.